the function g is given what is the absolute minimum value, and here it's asking for the value, not where it occurs. What is the absolute minimum value of g on the closed interval from -2 to 1? If we're just trying to find a local minimum, then we set the derivative equal to 0, and we're going to do that as well. But if we're finding the absolute minimum, then we also have to consider the endpoints, because this is a closed interval right here. So we have to consider the values when x is -2 and when x is equal to 1. Also remember that we're not finding we're not finding the x value, but we're finding, once we find the x value, we have to substitute it back into g to find the actual absolute minimum value. So lots of work going on here. First, let's take the derivative of g, which is going to be 12x squared plus 6x minus 6. We do want to set that equal to 0. Notice that all of these terms have a common factor of 6. If we factor that out, then it's going to make our other factoring easier to do. And then hopefully we can factor this quadratic. So only one way to get 2x squared, 2x times x, only one way to get 1 times 1, and we need to subtract the inner and outer product so that we get a positive x. So we need a positive on the 2x and a minus on the x, and that should give us that right there. So that means that we have critical values when x is equal to add 1 divided by 2, and when x is equal to -1. So those are our two critical values, and our candidates test for the absolute minimum value is going to be the endpoint at -2, and we'll just go in order here. This x value of -1, that x value of 1/2, and then our last endpoint of 1. So we want to test all the y values and see which one is the smallest. So if I substitute -2, and we're substituting into g of x here, if I substitute -2 in there, then that's going to give a -8 times 4. It's -32. It's going to be 4 times 3, so plus 12. And that's going to be plus 12 and plus 1. And then if I substitute -1, now if I went ahead and did the wiggle graph, then I would know if these were mins or maxes or what, but I can just go ahead and substitute them in here. If I substitute -1 in there, then it's going to leave me with -4. It's going to change to a positive 1 times 3, so plus 3, and that's going to change that to a plus 6 and plus 1. Put 1/2 in there. That's going to give me a fraction of 1/8 times 4 is going to be 1/2 plus 1/4 times 3 is 3/4 minus 3 plus 1. And then if I substitute in 1, then I'm going to get 4 plus 3 minus 6 plus 1. I just need to do some arithmetic to figure this out. Which one is the smallest? 25 here minus 32. So -7, and then this one, there's 7, so this is going to be bigger than 7, right? Oh, it's going to be 6, and then this one's going to be, let's see, 1/4 there would be 1, 2, -1, -1 1/4 or something, and then this one's going to be 7 minus 6 is 1. I think that one's 0. So it looks like this is our smallest number right here. So A is your answer.